Good morning, children. So now we are going to discuss the topic as laws of reflection. So students, we have seen already when a light is incident on an opaque surface, it is coming back to the same medium itself. So this phenomenon of light is known as a reflection. So we are representing that reflection here in the help of a diagram. You can see that if you are considering the case of an opaque surface or a highly polished surface, when a light is incident on this surface, after that it is coming back to the same medium itself. So this phenomenon of light is known as a reflection. So here we can understand some of the terms relating to this reflection. You can observe that the light ray which is falling on this opaque surface. So we call this light as one name. This is known as incident ray. So we can mention this as a incident ray. Incident ray means the light ray which falls on this opaque surface. So this light ray is known as incident ray. And now you can observe that this incident ray is meeting at one point. So that corresponding point is known as a point of incidence. Point of incidence. This point we can call it as a point of incidence. And after that you can see that this light ray is reflected. You can observe that light ray is reflected, coming back to the same medium. So this light ray we can call it as a reflected ray. Reflected ray. So this is the third way we have to understand, that is known as a reflected ray. So you can observe that this light ray is considered as the reflected ray. Suppose if you are considering one line which is passing through this point of incidence, and we call this line as an imaginary line. This line which is passing through this point of incidence is known as a normal. And here you can observe that there is an angle is forming between the incident ray and the normal. So this is, we can call it as an angle of incidence. So we can say that I is considered as the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. So angle of incidence we can define as, it is an angle formed between the incident ray and the normal. So this angle is known as the angle of incidence. Similarly, you can observe that there is one more angle is forming, that is we call it as an angle of a reflection. It is represented as R. So we can say that R is considered as the angle of a reflection. So this is the way we can understand some of the terms relating to this reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray, normal, and this is angle of incidence. Remember, angle of incidence means it is the angle formed between incident ray and normal. Similarly, angle of reflection means it is the angle formed between reflected ray and normal. So this is where we can understand the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So based on this, we have to understand the laws of reflection. The first law is based on this angle only. So we can say that this angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So we can say angle I is equal to angle R. So this is known as the first laws of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is known as the first law of reflection. First law of reflection. So please remember, the first laws of reflection is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now we can consider these three rays. You can observe that the incident ray, normal and the reflected ray all are lying in the same plane only, same medium. That means this is considered as the second laws of reflection. So what is the second laws of reflection? Incident ray, normal and a reflected ray are lying in the same plane. So we can say that incident ray, reflected ray and normal lie in the same plane. So this is considered as the second laws of a reflection. So first law is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law is incident ray, reflected ray. Incident ray, reflected ray and normal are lie in the same plane. So this is known as the second law of reflection. Second law of reflection.